Hello, my name is FIDE Master Corey Russell, and this is a game I had against Expert where I was white, and it features an interesting in-game play. So on to the game. To the ready opening. Now we transpose the C4, C5 English. So the first few moves are booked by both sides. P&G is common in this line. Oops. But playing G4 is not. Okay, there we go. That's what I meant. I want to castle as soon as possible. That's a really good move, actually. Queen B6. So play knight B3 because it blocks the pressure in B2. And if the bishop comes C5, I can trade off. And not worry about a queen check because knight B D2 blocks the check and protects the pawn. And then I can do A3 to gain a tempo right back. So instead, what do you do? What's it? You did normal development. And castle right away. He did the same thing. So here I develop my knight to a good square. Here Fritz says queen b4 is equal, and I agree. He should have done that. Because I don't have a good way to defend my pawn, actually. I probably should have done a3 here. Instead. Knight c3. If he doesn't do that. And so since he put a6, it's up knight b5 ideas. I'll put a3, it's up his queen b4 idea. He attacks my c pawn, makes sense. I develop a tempo. He preserves his queen, doesn't really have a lot of good squares to go to. I attack his knight and defend my c pawn at the same time. Attack my queen. So in this position, I'd be quite happy with an endgame because then I got nice pressure on the center. My pieces are well placed, and I have a 3-2 on the majority, pawn majority on the queen side. So queen trade is just fine with me in this position. Okay, and then he attacks my c pawn yet again. I definitely don't want to do this or queen trade and then c4 or c5 I mean, because the knight here is a very good move. His b2 and e3. I don't really have a good square to put the bishop. It just gets kicked around. So I don't want to allow this if I have a choice, no matter. So first I took his queen. Took back with the bishop. He did that to stop knight a5 as well as to stop if he just rook take d8, bishop b6. Can hit his rook. You don't want that either. So I understand why he did that. So here, I play knight d2, protects my pawn, and stops his knight c4. I want to kick its knight on f4. If I do it right away, knight d4 is a good move for him. So instead, do h3 to prepare it. And by the way, you should not allow your opponent to have a strong knight in the middle and let it stay there. You should either kick at your pawn or trade off. Because knights are very powerful when if they can stay in the center. Only certain situations should you allow it. There's certain openings that allow it, but usually it's bad news if they stay there. So Fritz says white shoe, black shoe 98 in slight plus for white. He trades this should be d7. But the position doesn't really justify such a move. So first, kick the knight. He blocks the diagonal, and now Fritz 16 says I have a clear advantage. Improve my knight, hit d6 with tempo. And so you probably should do 98. We try to be active with d5. and it doesn't really work out for him. First, I'm weakening his control of d5. So I take his knight. Of course, he can't take my knight. I'll take his knight and temper his bishop. So he needs to take back. Give himself a strong knight. Takes that pawn. So I tempo his bishop, as well as protect my pawn. And Fritz gives an exclamation mark for that move. I like to do knight b6. We just go bishop 6 to my rook. So it's not really very helpful. Not yet, at least. Could be helpful if that knight was out of the way, though. So I tempo the knight. Rook d1. So I tried g4. I thought this won, because if he's here, check. Here, I'm a bishop. We found a good resource here, actually. Let's do g4. I'm still better, though. He tells my rook with tempo. Good. So that was a good move. So I want to stop knight d4, although Fritz says rook b1. I'm sure it's right. I was just trying to stop knight d4. So I want to preserve this bishop. This bishop is very important. Plus, I don't want to. If he's a bishop c6, I can oppose it with my bishop. If I let him trade it, then it's just a really powerful bishop for him. So I don't want to give him. I don't want him to either option. Attacks my rook. I defend it in tempo. So I get rid of my powerful knight. But now I have a powerful bishop, and I'm going to win a pawn, guaranteed. So you should try rook e8. Try to use the e3 square. But he attempted rook c8. And now Fritz says I'm winning. So one thing you should keep in mind is if he does a non-move, let's say, instead I do this move, and he comes down, I have this possible idea, which is mate, because the rook's pinned. And I'm sure he's aware of such an idea. So he put h6 so that now it's not mate, because you can always go to h7 if you needed to. So all my pieces are well placed. I'm going to check and get another pawn. Text my 2 pawns, rook d3 defends both. You should take my rook. Normally you should not trade, but it weakens my pawns. So that gives him at least a chance. We did this and go king f2, and now my position's even better. So black realizes it's nice out of play. Takes a pawn. I don't want to go 5, because then he tempos me knight e5, and there's a really strong knight. He goes f6 eventually, and then I can't even dislodge it. So I don't want to give him a strong knight. So here, it looks like he's going to trade pawns, which, if you're down materially, that's what you want to do. You're going to trade pawns and not pieces, generally speaking. And if you're up materially, you want to trade pieces, not pawns. However, I saw in this case, his idea doesn't work, because I have basically kind of a trap, and he fell for it. He went and took this pawn, So blunder. You guys see it? You said rook g6, you're right, because the f-pawn's pinned, which means I'm up a knight. You could really resign if you wanted to. It would have been quite reasonable to resign this position, actually. But again, if you can trade all the pawns off, then he can draw, possibly. Because rook and bishop is not a forced mate, at least not in 50 moves. It's not. So he plays on. So I took that. Okay, so what did you do? Oh, that's right. You took my pawn. That's right. I don't have very many pawns. That's why you played on. The first thing first, I don't want to forget my rook is on pre. So I move it someplace safe. He wants to set up a fortress. I don't let him. The other thing too is, again, if you're arbitrary, you don't want to trade pawns. You want to trade pieces. So I kept my pawn on the board because I want to win his pawns. That'd be the theory. Check. Notice he can't do this because this is checkmate. And there's no point going here either because this is check also. So really, let's go back. So he's running out of moves here. So I see potentials for mates. So it's angling for the mates. First thing first, so I do need my king to help a little bit more. So I moved my rook back, offering a trade. He says no dice. So I went ahead and did e4. Checks my g4 pawn. So here I have a little trap. The trap was if here, take my pawn, check, here. Now, win the rook and I'm up a rook, of course, and he can analyze his pawn. He definitely resigned that. He doesn't fall for the trap. And I didn't expect him to. The king's in a better placed. Goes the 7th rank, pretty reasonable. So I want to open up the b1 h7 diagonal. So I'm going to pawn up. I knew you could do that, which is fine. So first, I check him. And here, I saw that his king can't move up at all. I can't move to the 2nd rank. So I'll play rook b3 because he can't take since this would be mate in 2. So I use indirect defense to defend my e-pawn. So you always look, sometimes indirect defense is better than direct defense. Hoping you trade. There's no dice. I don't want to go to e6. Because it just prolonged the battle. So I said, okay. And plus, don't forget, I'm still aiming for mate. So I saw now that eventually he'll run out of checks, and then he just can't, he doesn't have any good defense rook b8. And of course, he can't, again, still can't take the e-pawn because he'll get mated. Try some checks. No problem. Don't want to do anything to my bishop, so move to 2nd rank. Checked again. And now he has some issues here. Threatening mate. Can't take. So he must go king f8. Now the killer. Again, still can't take because he's checkmated. He did this. Snap his rook. And rook up. There really is no point playing any further. And black resigned. According to Fritz, white was 70% precise in my moves, and black was 17%. Hope you enjoyed this game, and I'll see you next time.